Hi, how are you? How was your day? Your week? It was extremely hot this week, so it was rough, but we'll get through. I was talking to my friend, and she was talking to her daughter the day before, and something had happened with the car, and she didn't want to tell her dad because she didn't want to get him upset. So she asked her mom to lie, and her mom said, "I don't feel comfortable doing that." And so my friend and I started talking to each other about it. Lying. It's not something I talk about a lot because I don't think it's that simple, but we're trying to figure out, is it ever okay to lie? So I kind of looked it up in the Bible. The 9th commandment in the Bible, this is from Exodus 20:16. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. This is a commandment against lying. It was originally intended to prevent perjury in court, but it can be interpreted to apply to all forms of lying. You shall not lie. Ephesians 4:31 through 32. Let all bitterness, wrath, anger, quarreling, and slander be put away from you, along with all hatred, and be kind to one another, compassionate, forgiving one another, just as God has forgiven you in the Messiah. So, two different things. Lying, it's in the 10 Commandments. Don't lie. However, be kind. We want to be kind. And here comes the next one. Do your best. This is 2 Timothy 2:15. To present yourself to God as an approved worker who has nothing to be ashamed of, handling the word of truth with precision. And Ephesians 4:15. Instead, by speaking the truth in love, we will grow up completely and become one with the head, that is one with the Messiah. Basically, they're saying, handle the truth very delicately, meaning be nice. You can be honest, but I think it's more important to be nice. There are times that you have to tell the truth, and you know those times. When you're talking to your children, when you're at work, when something happens and you know something has to be done about it. Those are the times you got to tell the truth. But if telling the truth does absolutely nothing but hurt that person, I don't think that God wants you to do that. I think God wants you to relax about it a little bit and not worry about it so much. It's kind of the point of sending Jesus here, wasn't it? We don't want to look at all of these rules, all of this information, and become so worried about the wording of it, so never, ever, ever lie, as opposed to don't lie, but if it's going to hurt somebody and it's not going to help anything, then you can try to not talk about it. I don't think this makes any sense. When you lie, it gives other people false information. When you say something that you know is not true, it's going to hurt somebody. If you have a time that telling the truth is only going to hurt somebody, like if somebody says, "How do I look in this dress?" and you say, "You look horrible in that dress." It's not a lie necessarily, but it's not necessary and it's not nice. That's the whole point of sending Jesus here. Things are not carved in stone. I know they were with Moses, But we don't have Moses anymore. He's up there with Kyle. What we have is the number one rule. Love each other. Love God. Be nice. Take care of each other. When you talk to people and you don't think about it before you say it, sometimes you can hurt them. When you think about what to say and how to say it, you can make sure that they're not going to get hurt by that. The most important thing is to take care of each other. It's the most important thing. I'm not saying go out and lie. I'm saying when it hurts somebody, figure out another way to say it. You talk to your children and you talk to them about stories that they've heard and it makes them feel good, then let it be. Let them know that Santa's right here with us, that the Tooth Fairy comes. That's important for kids to know that there are people and beings out there that love them. If you know it's going to hurt your dad to know that you broke his car, you might still have to tell him, but you can tell him a little calmer, a little easier. But if it's not anything if it's going to hurt him, think twice about it. That's all. I don't know. Sometimes I talk and I don't make a whole lot of sense. You know, there's a song. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you, that Jesus and his followers we talked about this in Sunday school, that Jesus and his followers were talking. And this is around the time where the loaves and the fishes and the walking on water. And Jesus wanted to talk to his disciples to tell them to go out and teach other people. And when he did that, when he went to take them across the lake, there were other people there, and they asked him a question. Teacher, when did you come here? And Jesus answered, are you looking for me because you saw me do miracles? No, I tell you the truth. You were looking for me because you ate the bread and were satisfied. I tell you the truth. He says it again. People ask, what miracle will you do? If we can see a miracle, we will believe you. What will you do? Jesus said, I tell you the truth. Moses was not the one who gave you bread from heaven. My Father gives you true bread from heaven. I tell you the truth. It's important to tell the truth. It's important to get the right information. Kind of happening in the world today. We need the right information. We need the truth. Not your version of it, not your version of it, the truth. When that truth does not help anybody, but only hurts, then maybe you don't need to say it. But when Jesus is talking, we need the truth so we know how to handle it. If I don't know the right information, if I don't know the right information about my kids in my class, if they don't tell me, I don't know if they can eat eggs. I don't know if they're allergic to something. I need the truth. So yeah, you kind of have to tell the truth. But you got to think, is it going to hurt them or help them? And if it's not going to help them, then maybe change the subject. Otherwise, let's get the real information, the truth. All right, now I got a song. It's Honesty by Billy Joel. If you search for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can have the love you need to live, but if you look for truthfulness, you might just as well be blind. It always seems to be so hard to give. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. But mostly what I need from you. I can always find someone to say they sympathize if I wear my heart out on my sleeve, but I don't want some pretty face to tell me pretty lies. All I want is someone to believe. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard, and mostly what I need from you. I can find a lover, I can find a friend, I can have security until the bitter end. Anyone can comfort me with promises again. When I want sincerity, tell me where else can I turn, because you're the one I depend on. So basically, Billy Joel said, tell me the truth. I want to know the truth, give me the truth. Jesus said, I tell you the truth. I give you this truth. God said, tell the truth. So let's try to do that. When we're talking to our kids, when we're talking to our parents, when we're talking to our coworkers, when we're talking to friends on the street, let's try to tell the truth. You don't have to go overboard. You don't have to hurt somebody. Let's try to tell the truth. Take care of each other. That's part of taking care of each other, is giving each other the right information so we can make our own decisions, our own choices of what we need to do. So even if that whole first part of this video made absolutely no sense, right now what I'm saying is tell the truth. If it's something that doesn't matter and it's going to hurt them, you make a different decision on that. But for the most part, make sure that what comes out of your mouth is honest. I hope this made a little tiny bit of sense, but I love you. And I miss you a lot. Those are both the truth. We will be together soon. So is that. Love you.